divided shield method, which is called DSM, is applied to the site where shield tunneling is unapplicable. DSM is safe to use as it minimizes deformation of the surrounding ground by dividing the designed section. It is applied to the soft ground tunnels, as well as various structures such as arch tunnels, box tunnels, and so on. DSM is a very useful tunneling method for the structure crossing the existing railways and roads. It divides and constructs the upper section in parts using horizontal grouting and DSM plates first, and constructs the lower section to finally build a complete structure. In case the tunnel face is hard to stand by itself, DSM conducts horizontal grouting on the cutting surface in advance to minimize ground loosening, and excavate upper section and lower section separately to reduce earth pressure of the cutting surface. DSM is different from the steel pipe jacking method that uses the steel pipes of 0.8 meters to 2.0 meters and excavates the inside of pipe at a small space. DSM divides the cutting surface by appropriate size using thin panels of 0.12 meter thickness and only excavates the minimum amount required for the structure. DSM is therefore an effective method in view of constructability and economical and eco-friendly method at the same time. DSM can be applied to rectangular box section, arch tunnel section, subway, underpass, and so on regardless of shape or size of the sections. As for the applicable alignment conditions for DSM, it is very flexibly applied to the upward or downward slope sections and circular curved sections, especially where the direction changes at an angle of 90 degrees. DSM can be applied to all kinds of soft ground and very useful for tunnel excavation, as we can actually observe every change of site condition at the mixed stratum of soil and rock layers and the mixed layer of big and small rocks. With DSM, construction can be rapid and economical because the excavation equipment assembly and work processes are quite simple. Size of the working hole and space can also be minimized by miniaturized propulsion panel and equipment. Now you will see the detailed process of construction by DSM. Working hole is installed for tunnel excavation, and the advanced pipe multi-step grouting is conducted to reinforce the ground before excavation. Winch tower or hoist is installed to bring the equipment in and take soil out, and propulsion base is installed using H-shaped steel to propel DSM plates, and then the plates are placed in parallel. After installing propulsion base, DSM plates are launched by small hydraulic jack, and while excavating tunnel, steel lining is constructed at the end of plate. The same process of installing face sprag and tunnel supports and propelling DSM plates is repeated until the excavation is completed. DSM improves constructability and working environment by using the miniaturized equipment for excavation, an automatic conveyor system or small transport equipment to transport soils to the outside. Next, you will see the order of underpass construction. The advanced multi-step pipe grouting of 25 to 30 meters is first conducted to reinforce the ground and prevent arc sliding. After that, the upper section is divided by DSM plates and excavated. The primary lining is constructed to fill the space between tunnel supports and structure, and backfill grouting is conducted through the injection pipe to fill the empty ground space with cement milk. After completing the excavation of upper section, walls and central column sections are separately excavated, and the primary lining is constructed in the same way. Perfect cutoff is ensured by waterproofing sheets, and when the waterproofing is done, steel reinforcement is assembled and structure is constructed for walls and central column. And then, steel reinforcement assembly and concrete placing for the upper slab is conducted. After concrete placing, backfill grouting is carried out. The core section is excavated and reinforcement assembly and concrete placing for the bottom slab is conducted. When curing is finished, Tunnel supports are removed and the structure is finally completed. Here is the process of tunnel construction. The advanced pipe multi-step grouting is conducted first to reinforce the ground, and the side lots under the arch section are excavated. After that, the primary lining is constructed for the side lots, and the upper arch section is excavated, and the primary lining is constructed in the same way as lower section. Core section is excavated after lining and the reinforced beam is set on the bottom, and then the tunnel supports for side lots are removed. After removing the supports, waterproofing is carried out using waterproofing sheets, and reinforcement assembly and concrete placing is conducted to finally complete the structure. With the know-how accumulated from considerable construction experience, we, members of the Standard Engineering and Construction Incorporated, will do our best to provide customers with a satisfactory quality through constant research and study.